Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Clutch Sam. As you guys can see, I am one game away from completing the Triple Threat Breakout Gauntlet. As you guys can see, I've played all of these games leading up to the final game where I just have to win a Triple Threat game on Hall of Fame and I will be able to unlock the Breakout Gauntlet completion. As you guys can see, I will move my face cam. I used around 300 players while doing some of the challenges. I did complete Series 1, that's why I have so many players. So just to let you know, I think you need around 250 to 300 players, depending on how many challenges you do, if you want to do them all. Some of them are pretty hard, like block 3 shots, get 2 steals, like get second chance points, especially if you're using gold players. But this is how I have so many of the, just how I have so many cards in my collection because I completed Series 1, which I think really helped. But you do only need around 250 to 300 players in order to do it. I'll move my face cam back down over here, but at the same time, really this grind takes about 8 to 10 hours. It's really just triple threat and clutch time games. There's really nothing other than that. There's no full lineup games or anything like that. I have worked my way along from the triple threat and clutch time wins. As you guys can see, it's around 70 triple threat games and around 30 clutch time games, so really doesn't take too long. But because of the method I'm going to show you when I play this game, it takes a long time because you're pretty much just taking twos. You're not going to be able to shoot threes and just end games faster. You're going to have to shoot 11 shots instead of 7. And so this is the final team I'm going to be using. I did just unlock Jack Sigma, and in this video, after I complete this, I'm going to be exchanging the piece I just earned for Pink Diamond Jason Kidd. So we're going to add him to the squad. We're going to get a gameplay for you guys in a later date, probably coming out sometime this week before the first King of the Court. But as you guys can see, I'm just going to show you guys what I do. So pretty much for this game, Shaq and Wilt can't shoot threes. I think Jim Jackson can, so I'm just going to not on-ball him, but I'm literally just going to off-ball on Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain because I have 2 interior centers who are going to be able to match up against him. Hopefully Clay can get through screens, but because Wilt and Shaq can't shoot, they're just going to toss up shots. And on offense, literally this is all I'm going to do. Call for a screen and roll starting at half court, run all the way over here, run the slip, and get an easy dunk. You just do that rinse and repeat over and over again. It is a little bit boring, but that's the fastest and most efficient way to score. You can score 11 out of 11 times. Most of the time the center will hedge, like come out of the paint, and you'll be able to get a free dunk. That time he just slipped right behind Shaq and we were able to get a dunk. But it's really just playing like this over and over again, especially in the clutch time games too. Shaq's going to push Mutombo out of the way. It is what it is, but because I'm able to score every possession, I'm really not too worried about anything like that. We're going to start the pick and roll at half court again. Shaq's going to follow Clay, and Dikembe's going to get an easy slip. So literally it's just like this. You want to make sure you have a good slasher. You can even use small forwards and things like that, especially on lower difficulty. But pretty much the method for this is just use all your gold emerald cards early on. It starts at rookie, goes to semi-pro, pro, all-star, superstar, and Hall of Fame. So each different color is going to be a different difficulty. I'll show you guys after this a little bit better of an explanation. But as you guys can see, we're playing lockdown defense. We're getting stops, and we're literally just going to rinse and repeat. Just run a pick and roll at half court, slip the screen, and get an easy dunk until we get the 22 points. It's super duper easy. It would be a little bit more difficult if their players could shoot, like sometimes, especially on the higher difficulties, it doesn't exactly match you up position to position. But earlier on in the ladder, you're going to be playing gold and emeralds because you have gold and emeralds. And on the higher difficulties, especially once you start to use your higher tier cards, a lot of the cards you go against can shoot. And on the higher difficulty, the AI is just going to be able to hit pretty much every shot. As I don't know what Klay Thompson's doing there. That's Hall of Fame for you. As you guys can see, I'm having a little bit of difficulty, but the thing is with Gauntlet, you can't lose games, and it won't. Well, you can lose games, but it's not going to reset your progress. If you have enough players to continue, you're going to be able to go no matter what. As Jim Jackson knocks down a 3, there's really nothing I can do about that. We're just going to keep running the same pick and roll. Hopefully Clay doesn't make any stupid passes, get the easy slip, and we're throwing it down. And then if Wilt Chamberlain helps out of the corner, which they sometimes do, I'm just going to be able to throw the skip pass to Sigma, and I should be able to knock down the shot. Even on Hall of Fame difficulty, I'm confident in my stick shooting ability and the ability to knock down wide open catch and shoot shots. So I'm pretty confident in my ability to knock down shots. We want to play hands up defense. Shaq is just making everything. I don't know how he's just going in and making these shots, but it is what it is. We're going to run another pick and roll. Dikembe. Shaq gets a steal. It's okay. Sometimes it's not going to work. You can't really force it. Good defense from Dikembe, and we're getting a stop. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to try to see if I can run like a pick and pop or something with Sigma. See if maybe that resets the defense. Get another pick and roll. Yup, easy slip for Sigma, and we're throwing it down. You want to make sure for these higher difficulty games that you're using your better cards that have a little bit of speed, because they're going to be able to get downhill and finish easier. I'm going to see maybe if Wilt Chamberlain is a little bit worse off the ball. Shaq is kind of killing me right now. Dikembe's kind of getting put to work in the post, but we almost got a steal there. Let's see if AI Dikembe can play a little bit better defense. And Shaq's just scoring no matter what. That's the thing on Hall of Fame difficulty. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. You gotta literally just play until they get a stop. I don't know how that just happened. We'll get a... Yeah, this game's not exactly going to plan, but I'm confident in my ability to get the W. It's really not going well right now. This is one of the worst games I've had for sure. One of the more difficult ones, but it's okay. Dikembe running to the rim, and we're getting a dunk. Can we get off the rim, please? Let's not give up anything easy. Hopefully Jim Jackson doesn't hit any threes, but like I said, especially when you're going up against these higher tier cards, they do make a lot of open shots. You don't want to be giving up threes, giving up twos at the worst. We're playing good defense on Will. Hands up. Even if he goes up, he should miss. Hopefully Clay can get through this screen, contest the shot. Come on, Dikembe, I need that board. Like, that's just what I'm talking about. Sometimes there's literally just nothing you can do. You gotta just stay consistent, keep taking your twos, and with enough time, you will be able to get a stop. Let's run another pick and roll. Sigma's wide open. You guys see how I didn't force it the first time. I waited and was patient enough to run it again, and that time it was open. If I forced that first one, probably would have been a turnover. And yeah, we literally just need to score 4 more times, and we're going to be able to win. I'm going to help off, jump on Shaq, because Shaq's been killing me, but hopefully we can just get one stop. We need 1 or 2 more stops, because I should be able to score every single time. I think they're going to eventually start helping. Wilt from 3, that's not dropping. That's an easy stop. And let's literally just continue to run the pick and roll. This is literally all you have to do to win these Breakout Gauntlet games, is just keep running the pick and roll, as Sigma is setting probably the worst screens I've ever seen. Get set, run the screen, yup, good slip, and Sigma's taking the wide open easy dunk. We've got a 3-point lead, and at this point the game should be over. Klay Thompson does have takeover, but I just really can't get much separation with guards. I've had a lot of time getting separation, especially on Hall of Fame. It's been really hard to get open, to shoot, and things like that, so it's been a tough time, but hopefully we can get a stop on Shaq here. Shaq is just kind of speed glitching around. Jim Jackson throws up a 3, he's knocking it down. Like, that's just what I'm talking about. Sometimes there's literally nothing you can do. They're just going to hit every single shot in your face. You just have to take your twos, make sure you're scoring every single time to put you in a position where you can succeed. Sigma takes his easy dunk, and we literally just need to score 2 more times, and we'll be able to win this game, get the Gauntlet exchange piece. And even if I do lose, it's not the end of the world, because I still have 400 more players, and even if I lose, I'm just going to be able to hop into this same game again. That's the thing. Don't really worry about your losses. I definitely would recommend trying to do as many of the little challenges as you can, because it's going to help you retain players, especially with the triple threat games later on, where there's 3 objectives you know you can do. You can get all 3 of your players back, which is really going to help. But one thing I will say, don't prioritize doing the challenges over getting the win. If you do the challenges and lose, you still won't get any progress for it, as we get a stop on Shaq finally. But even if you lose the game but do all the challenges, those players are still going to disappear. You need to make sure you win the game above all else, because you want to make sure you're moving on. And as we throw a turnover, that was not what we wanted to do. Jim Jackson's running through right by Sigma. That is a bad possession. Probably should have thrown the lob there, but like I said, man, just got to stay consistent, take my twos. We give up a dunk. We just need to score 2 more times. Sigma gets an easy dunk, and yeah, man, we're 1 bucket away. Hopefully they do not get a 3-pointer here. That would be very unfortunate. If Jim Jackson, if I see him getting close to shooting a 3 or something, I'm definitely going to have to jump, try to get a contest, but it really just is what it is. Shaq's going to go to the post, get an easy layup, I thought for sure. The AI is putting me to work, but 2020, this is what I need to do. Get Sigma in the pick and roll, make sure Dikembe doesn't cut in, and yeah, that should be the win. Sigma all the way, and we get the easy dunk, and that is going to be the game. As you guys can see, I did just hit Sapphire 1. We're moving our way up. We get a trophy, completing the Gauntlet. There there we go, man. We get the Gauntlet Season 1 exchange. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And as you guys can see, it resets. So pretty much what I was talking about, this green is going to be rookie, the yellow is going to be rookie, green is going to be semi-pro, blue is going to be pro, red's all-star, purple superstar, and then the teal is going to be Hall of Fame. You pretty much just have to win every single game working your way up. Like I said, triple threat and clutch time, super duper easy. These challenges are what I'm talking about. There'll be 2 further on, and then the last couple tiers there'll be 3. So a lot of opportunities for you guys to be able to do a lot of things. We're going to come over here, use the Season 1 Gauntlet to exchange it for a Season 1 mode completion reward, and we're going to be unlocking Pink Diamond Jason Kidd with the Season 1 mode completion. Jason Kidd's one of the best point guards in the game, definitely going to be a great addition to the squad. Jason Kidd, welcome to the team. Got to get the screenshot, of course. And yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for the video, man. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if you guys are going for the Breakout Gauntlet. I think it's definitely a worthwhile method. I think some of the things to keep in mind: make sure you have at least 250 to 300 cards. Save your centers, especially in the triple threat games, because you may run out of centers later on if you don't have too many cards. So I'd recommend using small forwards and things like that for the triple threat games, just to make sure for the clutch time games you have enough centers, because if you don't have enough centers, you're not going to be able to continue. Make sure you're doing the challenges, but make sure to prioritize winning over doing the challenges, because like I said, if you lose and you do the challenges, you still won't get those players. So make sure you're doing that. And yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the recent support. We're trying to get back into a groove with 2K26. I know I said I would start streaming soon, but trying to get back into a rhythm with school and things like that. But yeah, man, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Drop a like and subscribe. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what videos you guys do want to see from me. I have a bunch of cool videos planned within the next couple of weeks, so be on the lookout for that. The first King of the Court is next weekend, so be on the lookout for streams and things like that when that happens. And yeah, with that being said, drop a like and subscribe, and yeah, I'm out.